Thanks for joining us here on News Channel 3. Some state-of-the-art battery technology could be on its way to Oshtemo, but residents say many of them, they don't want it anywhere near their homes. Thanks for joining us on News Channel 3 live at 6. I'm Andy Dominiani. A planning meeting last night drew dozens of residents who are concerned, they say, about both their property values and their own safety. Tonight, News Channel 3's Colin Roos is joining us from there, where the batteries could be placed. And Colin, these systems are popping up not just here, but all over the country.
Andy, they're referred to as BESS, or battery energy storage systems, and they could be in this field just back by those trees. Now, the company behind that technology, NewEdge, says they're similar to consumer batteries, but on a much larger scale. And they're meant to provide extra energy when demand increases, but local residents say they have no place near their homes. Ken and Katie Schneider operate a pumpkin farm directly next to the proposal on Kal Avenue, on the border between Oshtemo and Almena townships. NewEdge has signed a lease with the landowner and are in very early talks without any concrete plans or permission from the Public Service Commission. But the Schneiders, whose farm is entirely organic, say this wasn't what they expected when they bought their property.
And obviously, we're extremely close to it, and we know that it can be up to 300 feet right next door to us.
They, along with their neighbors Danita and Gary DeBryan, have started a Facebook page and website dedicated to educating the public about what they call the immediate dangers of battery facilities. While NewEdge said at an August commission meeting the giant batteries that would go in this field would be non-toxic and non-emitting, the neighbors say a battery fire would mean a blaze that can't be put out with water.
It could affect the whole community depending on the wind speed, the direction. Fumes from a toxic fire travel a long way.
The Oshtemo Township supervisor and planning director say they're well aware of the concerns and share some of them with residents. They say right now the township does not allow for this type of land use, and the Planning Commission would have to decide if they want to change the ordinance. Even if they told the company no, they say Michigan's Public Act 233 would allow them to bypass the township and go directly to the Public Service Commission for permission.
The state law is written in such a way that it is, I think, intended that the developers work with the local government, but it does not require them to do so.
The Schneiders and DeBryan say they hope to speak to the PSC themselves to tell them about the harm they feel it would bring to their homes. They tell residents to educate themselves about BESS facilities and encourage their elected officials to take a tougher stance.
We just would ask them to fight for us and not just say there's nothing we can do, because that actually says come on in.
Now, concerned residents organized a petition last night that drew many signatures, and local officials say they welcome everyone's feedback. In Oshtemo Township, Colin Roos, News Channel 3.